Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Bitzer. I will be teaching your kiddo this year. I'm teaching English 10 and English 12. So I will put some of my information for both on this video. Hopefully that is okay. I'm going to try my best to keep this short and sweet because I know you have 5 other videos to watch. I am so saddened by the fact that I can't meet you in person, but that is COVID this year. There are just going to be some new things. I would love to talk to you on the phone or email with you if you'd like to get to know me a bit more since the face-to-face can't happen. So just please let me know if you would like to talk any further. But I'm just going to do a little rundown of some of the things I'd like you to know. So we will start with supplies for my class. Obviously, supplies are going to be really important this year because we can't have any kids sharing. I can't really give things out to anyone. So on my list, they're going to need an iPad. iPad needs to be charged every single day. If the iPad is not charged, there's not much I can do because I'm not allowed to share chargers. And if they forget a charger, then they are now working with whatever materials I can figure out. But really important that the iPad is charged every day. Writing utensils, we are still going to use the good old-fashioned pencil or pen. So please give them one of these. And if they forget one, I'll give them one to keep. They will need a choice reading book, which at this point, I believe all of my students have either gotten a book from the library or I have my own classroom library. With that being said, in my classroom library, I did send home a letter that was letting you know some of my policies with that. If you have yet to read that, tell your student it's on our Google Classroom page. They can show you where it is. And there is a form attached that has you give me allowance to let your student read what they would like, or tell me if you would like me to monitor a little bit more. So choice reading book we'll need every day. Notebook, like you see on the screen, just a simple notebook from Meyer will work perfectly. And then headphones are really important this year because of advisory. In advisory, they're going to need to Zoom with other teachers because we can't have them moving around the building. So make sure your student has headphones. If these supplies are not possible, reach out to me and I can work with somebody in the office to make that a possibility. From there, if you are listening for English 12, you can zone me out for the next 30 seconds. But if you are here for English 10, I'll give you a little rundown of first semester. You can check out second semester if you would like, but we're not there yet, so I'm not too worried about it. First semester, we start with a speech of introduction. Normally we do these live, but with the masks and face coverings, I would just prefer we do them over video. So in about 2 weeks, your child is going to be practicing a speech at home and they're going to be recording themselves. It would be great if you could be an audience member for them, even though they would probably despise that. Please do. Holocaust research, we do a pretty expansive unit on the Holocaust, and that ties in nicely to our memoir Night by Elie Wiesel, and that takes us at least a month and a half to 2 months. From there, they do a narrative interview essay. They're going to find somebody in their life to interview, and they're going to write a paper about that person. Ongoing things, we have article of the week where they read nonfiction texts and they analyze what the author is doing, grammar, and like I said, choice reading. Now for English 12, what we are doing with English 12 this year, we start with a career research unit. The kids are working on that right now, finding things that they are passionate about or things that make them happy that maybe they could pursue in the future. Poetry unit will come next, and that'll take about a month. They will write their own poems. So yes, your child will be writing poetry at school. I'm excited. They probably are not yet, but I'll get them excited. We're going to read the book Lord of the Flies, and then we have an exam at the very end, which is just reflective over the semester. Ongoing, we will have choice reading. So again, the choice reading is important for all of my courses. Communication-wise, you can email me at lbitzer@zps.org. That is probably the best way to reach me if you want to talk to me on the phone. It'd be great if you could just say, hey, I'd like to talk on Friday. What availability do you have? And I usually can call you before school, after school, or at lunch. So let me know. And then secondly, all of your students signed up for Remind. It's an app on your phone. What it does is it's kind of like sending a text. I can send them a Remind text. I'm going to use that for summatives or important work. So they're making sure that they're following deadlines. I know with the block scheduling this year, it might be hard for them to remember since they don't see me every day. So that is my point of having Remind. And then secondly, if we are to go remote, I wanted a way that I can contact them very quickly. And I find that email with students is not always the best method, and they usually have their phone near them. So if I can send them a message over Remind, it goes right on their screen, and they most of the time see that a lot faster. But if you would like to contact me through Remind, your student's phone, you could ask them to send me a message over that. And that's a good way to get a hold of me as well. So you could ask them about that. And then finally, we conduct our class using Google Classroom. If you are familiar with it, great. If not, it's a really simple program. The kids have been using it for years now. And this is a good way if you would like to see the agenda. So for instance, I'm going to click into my first hour that we had today. Since the first day of school, I list our agenda. What are we doing? Any materials needed? Again, agenda. Yesterday, we needed some materials, so they can click into that. Today, agenda. And finally, they had an assignment that was due today. They attach it here. I believe that students are really savvy with Google Classroom, and so this will be great for remote. But if we do go remote, I will again have the agenda here every single day so they can find it in the same place. If you would like to be part of our Google Classroom page and you don't want to just look over your child's shoulder, you want it on your own device, I believe Google Classroom has added a new feature this year where you can email your guardian and invite your guardian. So then parents or guardians can also have access. I don't think you can post on it, but you can at least see the stream. It's kind of like a Facebook stream. You can scroll down and see everything that's necessary. So if that's something you are interested in, being part of the class as a guardian, I am totally fine with that. You can ask your student to invite you, or you can email me and I can get you on that page as well. Final thing, if and when we do Zooms, most of you have done Zooms at this point through coronavirus. I have my universal Zoom information at the top of my Google Classroom. So if you click into my 4th hour, here it is. It's the same for my hours 1 through 6. So if I was a student at home and I needed to get into the Zoom because we went remote, all of my information is right here. The student would put in that ID. My password is Bitzer with a capital B, and it will let me in. So that is a little bit about me and my class. Of course, if you have anything you would like to know, email me, call me, and I would love to answer any of your questions. So I appreciate you being a parent or guardian during this very strange time. The amount of work that you guys did in the spring is unprecedented. I can't imagine working and helping someone at home. So I appreciate all of that hard work, and let me know what I can do to better assist your child. Thank you.